Welcome to another edition of My Opinion here on My Opinion TV. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and click the notification bell so as soon as a video is released, you'll be first to be notified. On My Opinion TV, we give you news, sports, and general activities happening in and around the world, especially in Jamaica. And this morning, we want to look at a very disturbing incident that took place on Thursday night in Maxfield, where Errol Craven was shot and killed by members of the Jamaica Defense Force. And I'm gonna read from the Jamaica Gleaner, and it says residents. It also showed that resident blocked section of the roadway, claiming that Craven was killed because of a long-standing problem of unlit streets in the community. And according to them, 48-year-old Caven, who earned his living by selling fish, had just left Whitfield Avenue and was heading up Maxfield Avenue sometime after 9 p.m. when he was spotted by soldiers on patrol, carrying two plastic bottles and a length of stick, which he usually brandishes like a rifle. Residents theorized that because the street was unlit, the soldiers mistook the intoxicated Caven for a gunman and shot him dead. Now, first up, we send our condolences to his family, and we can understand the difficult terrain, Maxfield Avenue, and it is becoming a very hot spot for criminals. You understand? Maxfield, I think that was where the police lost his life recently. The 27-year-old Kemar Francis, I think that's where he lost his life. And when you look at this area of Kingston, it's a hot spot for criminals. Now the soldiers were patrolling, and while patrolling, then they come across someone in the dark with something looking like a rifle. Commands might have been made, soldiers might have made a command to him, but then what is very interesting is because he was intoxicated. That might have been a problem too. While trying to obey the command, he might acted in a funny way, and the soldiers believed their life were threatened, and that caused the demise of Caven. But his brother and other residents said Caven was well known and loved throughout Maxfield Avenue and was a peaceful man. Without giving details, the police corporate communication unit said Craven was shot during a confrontation with members of the Jamaica Defense Force. It is said that they have been reported to Inspectorate and Professional Standards Oversight Bureau, as well as Independent Commission of Investigations. Now, it as I said, it won't do any good for him based on the fact that the community was poorly lit, and then the community is a haven for criminals these days who have been at loggerheads, and we know those areas sometimes have dispute. As I said, I think the police was also a police officer lost his life there too. Also, known gang leaders. One who was terrorizing, I think, Saint Anne, and then Bon Waste was killed recently. So the soldiers will be patrolling this area, and then for him to be coming home so late in the dark with his usual manner of the stick that they say looks as if it's a rifle. Someone should have at least, or good sense should have prevailed. Someone should have told him or sit him down and talk to him and said, listen, with the rate of how things is happening in here, please do not walk with that stick that shapes like a rifle, because it can cause serious problem. And then, as I said, to be intoxicated and walking with that stick again poses a lot of danger to the security forces if they cannot identify him quickly or realize that he's just a normal resident walking around with a stick, right? But for him to have that stick that and point it like a rifle, these police and soldiers won't take any check at this point. Their lives are at risk, and the first thing they're going to try and defend their lives and their property. So it's just a sad situation. We hope good sense will prevail, and we hope this is a wake up call to the residents, to warn anybody you see doing stuff like these, especially due to the fact that the community is not properly lit, and for the government to do something for Maxfield Avenue as it relates to have the area, based on the fact that it is slowly becoming a haven for criminals, right? Have the area properly lit so that lawmen can go out and do their work in a professional manner, and innocent persons are not caught in the midst of all of this fracas by police or soldier anticipating or expecting them or view them in the light of a woodlum or gunman or something like that, and then next thing you know, another innocent person's life is snuffed out because the police could not identify the person properly due to unlit areas. But as you know, they say it's under investigation. We'll sit here and wait to see the outcome of this investigation and see what happens. But it's kind of unfortunate that this man to lose his life like that. But at the same breath, if you put yourself in the position of the soldiers, depending on what happened, maybe as I said, they issued command to this man, but because of how he was intoxicated, he might have responded in a negative manner. But you can let me know what you think in the comment section. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and click the notification bell so as soon as a video is released, you'll be one of the first to be notified. Until next time, be safe, be good, and always remember, look out for a loved one, look out for your neighbor.